Hi, this is Srinivas. Welcome back to my channel KSR English. Now I am going to discuss pronoun. Okay, what is pronoun? A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Used instead of a noun. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun or in place of noun or in place of noun. Okay, so what are they? Already in the previous class we discussed nouns. What are the nouns? Nouns mean what? Name of person, place or things or animals or anything. So name of anything is called noun, right? Here pronoun. A pronoun is a word used instead of noun or in place of noun. That is called pronouns. Here example I, we, he, she, it, they, you. These are all etc. These are all pronouns. These are all pronouns. Okay. Simple pronouns. I, we, he, she, it, they, you. These are all pronouns. So many kinds are there. I will explain you how many kinds of pronouns and what are they, how to use. I will explain you clearly. Okay. Here, take for example to indicate the pronouns. Okay. Once an old farmer lived in the village. The old farmer had 3 sons. The 3 sons were always quarreled with each other, and that made the farmer unhappy. This is the story line. Once an old farmer, here an old farmer is a noun, right? It's a noun. Lived in the village. The old farmer had 3 sons. See, the old farmer, here noun. The old farmer is a noun. Here it is repeated. It is repeated. Already we discussed. Why should you use the pronoun? To avoid repetition of noun. So, already here mentioned, old farmer. It's a noun. So, this instead of a noun, you should use pronoun. The old farmer, instead of the old farmer, you should use he. Okay. And once an old farmer lived in the village, he had 3 sons. 3 sons is also noun. Okay. The 3 sons. Already here 3 sons is there. Here repeated. So instead of the 3 sons, should use they. They. It is a pronoun. Here he. Here they. They were always quarrel with each other, and that made the farmer. Again here repeated. Here noun. Again repeated. That made him unhappy. So we find how many pronouns are there in this storyline. He, this is 1, and they 2, and the farmer 3. We find 3 pronouns are there. Okay. So we must learn pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Okay. Every time you should not use noun. Always. You should use pronoun instead of noun. Okay. That is about pronoun. In this session we said how many kinds of pronouns and What are they? Now let us discuss how many kinds of pronouns and what are they. There are 8 kinds of pronouns. There are 8 kinds of pronouns. One is personal pronouns. First one is personal pronouns. Second one is demonstrative pronouns. Second one, demonstrative pronoun. Third one, indefinite pronouns. Okay. Fourth one, distributive pronouns. Fifth one, relative pronouns. Sixth one, interrogative pronouns. Seventh one, reflexive pronoun. Eighth one, reciprocal pronouns. See, there are 8 kinds of pronouns, but mainly you can learn only 5 kinds. It is enough, but we will learn more 8, no problem. Now, first one, once again I am repeating you, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, distributive pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and reflexive pronouns, and reciprocal pronouns. There are mainly 8 kinds of pronouns. Let us discuss in detail what is personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, what is indefinite pronouns. We will discuss all 8 kinds of pronouns clearly. Now, personal pronouns. Okay. In the personal pronouns. So, the personal pronouns, first person, second person, third person. First person, second person, third person. First person always minor. First person. The person who is talking. The person who is speaking. The person who is speaking. That is I. The first person, I. Okay. Second person. The first person, I, who is speaking. The second person, who is speaking to. The opposite person, who is speaking to. That is you. That is you. Second person, you. Okay. Third person. The third person, who spoken for. Who spoken of. Who is spoken of. Third person. Okay. The other person. So, first person, I. Second person, you. Third person, he or she. If it is female, she or it. Okay. That is first person who is speaking. Second person who spoken to. Third person who spoken of. Who spoken of. That is third person. Okay. Here there are 3 cases already we discussed in nouns. Okay. Nominative case, possessive case, accusative case. Okay. In the nominative case means what? Subjective case. Okay. Subject of the sentence. Subject of the sentence is nominative case. In nominative case. Here pronoun I. Subject. Okay. If it is plural, we. It is also subject. So it is in nominative case. Possessive case. What is possessive case? Possessive case means what? Ownership. Okay. Whose book is this? If it is it's my book. Or this book is mine. This book is mine. So in possessive case, singular, my or mine. Okay. If it is plural, our or ours. Okay. This house is ours. This house is ours. Like that. And accusative case. Accusative case means what? Object. Object of the sentence. That is called objective case. Right? So here in the first person, me. He gave me. He gave me. He is subject. Gave verb. Me. He gave me. Me object. So here me. Okay. She meets me. She meets me. So here me is an object. If it is plural, us. If it is plural, us. So first person, see, first person in the nominative case, I, we. Second possessive case, my or mine. If it is plural, our, ours. Accusative case, me. In plural, us. So this is about first person. Okay. Second person. Second person, you. Whether it is singular or plural, in the nominative case, you. You. Okay. Whether it is singular or plural, you. You come to me. If one person is there, just you come to me. If the two or three persons are there, then you say, you come to me. That means you all come to me. You all come to me. That means you. You is here plural also, you. In this second person possessive case, your or yours. You. In plural, you or your. Okay. Your. This book is yours. This book is yours. In the third, in the accusative case means you. The accusative case means object of the sentence. Okay. For example, this book, this box is broken by you. Okay. So here object, you. This box is broken by you. Here you is an object. Okay. Like that. So accusative case, singular, you. Plural also, you. Okay. Third person. Third person, singular, in nominative case, he, she, it. Okay. He, she, it, in nominative case. Plural, they. Okay. A possessive case, he, his, her, its. If it is plural, their. Okay. Accusative case, object, him, her, or it. In singular, plural, them. This is about personal pronouns. Once again, I am repeating you. First person, I, we. I, we. In the possessive case, my, mine. If it is singular. Plural, our, ours. Accusative case, me, us. If it is plural, us. Okay. Second person, nominative case, you. If it is plural also, you. Possessive case, your or yours. In this, if it is plural, you or yours. In accusative case, if it is singular or plural, you must say you. You must use you and you. Okay. Third person, if it is singular, in nominative case, he, she, it. Third person singular, he, she, it. Plural, they. Possessive case, his book or her book or its. Okay. If it is plural, their. Accusative case, him. That means object. Okay, object. Him or her or it. If it is plural, them. This is all about personal pronouns. Now, second one, demonstrative pronouns. The pronouns are used to point out the objects or specific things to which they are referred and are therefore demonstrative pronouns. See, the pronouns are used to point out the objects or specific things. Okay, specific things to which they refer and are therefore called demonstrative pronouns. Specific, okay, or point out the objects. For example, this book, this particularly mentioned, okay, we particularly mentioned this, that, these, or those, such. These are called demonstrative pronouns. Okay, particularly we point out particular things, particular objects. This is called demonstrative pronouns. Okay, this book is mine. Okay, this is in demonstrative pronoun. This is demonstrative pronoun. Here, that particular, that pen is yours. That, here that is demonstrative pronoun. These apples are rotten. These apples are rotten. Okay, so those books are mine. Those, particularly you mention, particularly you point out those. Here, what are the demonstrative pronouns? This, that, these, those, such. These are all called demonstrative pronouns. Okay? The pronouns are used to point out the objects or specific things or particular things to which they refer and are therefore called demonstrative pronouns. I hope you understand demonstrative pronouns. This, that, those, these, such, they are all called they. Particularly, if you say they are rotten, that means the apples, those apples, or these apples, or they are called demonstrative pronouns. Now, third one, indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. Okay. All these pronouns are referred to persons or things in general way. Indefinite, not definite. Okay. All these pronouns are referred to persons or things in general way, but do not refer to any person or thing in particular. Okay. Not mention in particular things or particular persons. Okay. In general way. These pronouns are referred to persons or things in general way, but do not refer to any person or things in particular way. Not in particular way. These are called indefinite pronouns. Okay, for example, any, some, someone, anyone, or somebody, or anybody, or anything, nobody, everybody, few, many, others, all. These are all called indefinite pronouns. Okay. These are any, someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, anything, nobody, everybody, few, many, others, all these are all called indefinite pronouns. That means the pronouns are not mentioned particularly. These pronouns are not mentioned particularly. Okay, in general way, if they are referred to in general way, these are called indefinite pronouns. Any one of you raise your hand. Any one of you raise your hand. That means anybody, anyone in the group. Okay, same, some. Okay, some are good. Some are good. Same, someone called me. Someone called me. Or someone has stolen my pen. Same like anyone. Okay, anyone can attend the function. Anyone can attend the function, like that. Somebody, like anybody, or anything, like nobody attend that function. Same like that. Everybody. Okay, few, many, others. These are all called indefinite pronouns. This is about indefinite pronouns. Once again I am repeating you. Indefinite pronouns means all these pronouns are referred to persons or thing in general way. But not in particular person or particular thing. Okay. So this is a particular thing. This is called indefinite pronouns. Okay. These are the examples of the indefinite pronouns. Now fourth one, distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns. What is distributive pronouns? Each, either, neither are called, these are called distributive pronouns. Each, either, neither are called distributive pronouns because they refer to person or thing one at a time. For this reason, they are always singular and such followed by the verb in the singular. Okay, understand or not? Each, either, neither, they are all called distributive pronouns because they refer to person or thing one at a time. One at a time. For this reason, they are always singular and such followed the verb is in the singular. Okay. For examples, each of the boys gets a prize. Each of the boys gets a prize. It is a singular verb, that's why it is a singular verb. Okay. As it is a singular, each of the boys gets a prize. For this reason, they are always singular. Each is singular. As such followed by verb in the singular. So, gets. That's why use gets. So, it is a singular. Either of these roads leads. See, either it is a distributive pronoun. So, distributive pronoun is singular. So, that verb also singular. Leads. Neither of the accusations is true. So, singular. Neither of the accusations is true. So, it is also singular. That's it. So, distributive pronouns are each, either, neither. These are all distributive pronouns. Okay. Here, each, either, neither. So, when it is singular, the as such followed by the verb is in the singular. Okay. Understand? Step. Now, fifth one, relative pronouns. Here, relative pronoun whom, who, whom, which, whose, that. These are all called relative pronouns. Okay. Who, whom, which, whose, that. These are all called relative pronouns. These are all already we discussed in adjective class. Okay, who, whom, which, whose, that. These are all called relative pronouns or head of the adjectives. Okay, these words are for join or connect to two statements. This is important. Okay, these words used for join or connect two statements or two sentences. Okay, here for example, here there are two statements. One is I met Hari. Okay, Hari had just returned. See, I met Hari. Hari had just returned. Here I met Hari, noun, right? Hari had just returned. It's also noun. So here noun is repeated. So already we discussed in what is pronoun. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. And why should we use pronoun? To avoid repetition. So here Hari in this noun repeated. So in this place we should use pronoun. Here I met Hari. He had just returned. Instead of Hari we should use who. Here who is who. This is a relative pronoun. Now here who is a relative pronoun. Listen. So I met Hari who had just returned. The second sentence. I have found the pen. This is one statement. I had lost the pen. Okay. I have found the pen. I had lost the pen. I have found the pen. What I lost the pen? Which I had. Which I have found the pen. I had lost the pen. I have lost the pen. So which I have found the pen. Which I had lost the pen. So here which is relative pronoun. Here is the book. You lent me the book. Here is the book. You lent me the book. Which book? That you lent me the book. Here is the book. That you lent me the book. Which I borrowed from you. That is here relative pronoun. Same as these are the boys. These are the boys. The boys' exercise are done well. So here whose. These are the boys whose exercise are done well. And same here. I spoke to an agent. The agent helped me. So here I spoke. Whom helped me. So here whom. It is a relative pronoun. So once again I am repeating. Who, whom, which, whose, that. These are all called relative pronouns. This is about relative pronouns. Now sixth one, interactive pronouns. See, some relative pronouns already we discussed. What are these relative pronouns? Who, whom, which, what, whose, where, that. These are all called relative pronouns. These relative pronouns used for asking questions. Okay. First relative pronouns means what? Who, whom, which, what, whose, that, they. They are all using for combined two sentences. But here they are all used for asking questions. Okay. And they are called interactive pronouns. Here interactive pronouns means some relative pronouns, who, whom, which, what, whose, where, what, these are all called relative pronouns. These relative pronouns are used for asking questions. Asking questions. Though they are called interrogative pronouns. Now, whose book is this? Whose? It is a interrogative pronoun. Whose book is this? Okay, you are asking questions. Whose book is this? And what do you want? This here, what also a interrogative pronoun. Okay, WH questions, you can call it as WH questions. What do you want? The direct questions. Okay, you can call it as direct questions. What do you want? And where do you work? Or where do you live? Okay, who is knocking at the door? Who is knocking at the door? And whom did you see? So these are all called, these are all direct questions or WH questions. These are all called interrogative pronouns. Okay, what, whose, what, where, who, whom. These are all called interrogative pronouns. And which. And which of these books is yours? So here which. These are all called interrogative pronouns. Okay, am I clear? This is for about interrogative pronoun. Now seventh one, reflexive pronouns. Okay, when the action done by the subject turns back or reflects back upon the subject, they are called reflexive pronouns. See, when the action done by the subject, okay, turns back or reflects back upon the subject, okay, it reflects on subject, they are called reflexive pronouns. What is that? I hurt myself. Here myself is a reflexive pronoun. I hurt. It reflects on whom? Myself. Okay. We hurt ourselves. We hurt ourselves. This is also ourselves. It is also reflexive pronoun. We played the game. We played the game among ourselves. Okay. Here subject is I. Here what is, when the action done by the subject, okay, the action what I hurt, okay, this is action. When the action done by the subject and turns back or reflect back upon the subject. So I hurt myself. We hurt ourselves. It reflects on the object. Okay, reflects on the subject. Sorry. We played the game among ourselves. We played the game among ourselves. And they fought among themselves. Okay. You can carry your bag yourself. You can carry your bag yourself. So these are called reflexive pronouns. Once again I am repeating you. Just see. When the action done by the subject turns back or reflects back upon the subject, they are called reflexive pronouns. We can call it as self pronouns. Okay, self pronouns. Okay, yourself, myself, himself, hisself, herself, they are called self pronouns. We can call it as self pronouns. So that's called reflexive pronouns. Examples, I hurt myself. Then action is done by the subject and reflects upon the subject. Okay, and we hurt ourselves. We played the game among ourselves. And they fought. They fought. The action was done by the subject and reflects on the subject. Themselves. They fought among themselves. You can carry your bag yourself. Okay. You do your work yourself. Same like, you can call it as self pronouns. Okay. Myself, yourself, himself, his self. These are himself, herself, themselves. These are called reflexive pronouns. Now, eighth one, the final one, reciprocal pronouns. Here, each other, one other are called reciprocal pronouns. Each other, one other, they are called reciprocal pronouns. When two or more subject acting like a same manner to others. Okay. For example, simply you can say A is talking to. Okay. A is talking to. B is talking to. B is talking to. See, two or more subject is acting like in the same manner, in the same way to others, to each others. Okay. A is talking to, B is talking to. Now A and B are talking to each other. So each other is a reciprocate pronoun. Reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocate means giving back. Reciprocate means giving back. So each other, one another. Okay. But two or more subjects acting as the same manner or same way to each other, to one another, to one another. That is called reciprocal pronouns. Here, the brothers quarreled with each other. The brothers quarreled each other. Say, they both gave evidence against one another. They both gave evidence against one another. Now, reciprocal pronouns, each other, one another. They are called reciprocal pronouns. This is all about pronouns. Now, pronouns were done. And next session, verb. I will explain you what is verb and how many kinds of verbs, and next session I will tell you.